Hey everyone, this is Michelle Terry from your math education class. I hope you all are staying safe during these really weird, trying times. But today I will be teaching you probability and ratio through our lesson plan, which I have called, our group has called Casino Night. Right now we would start off by doing a flipping coin warm-up. So you take like a penny and you flip it 10 times to see if you would get heads, and then another 10 times to see if you would get tails. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm not the best coin flipper, so I'm really sorry if it comes out a little bit weird, just because I'm not the best, because I got weird nails. So let me try this. Okay, so we got 1 heads, another heads, tails, another heads, another heads, tails, another heads, another heads, tails, and tails. Okay, so for my conclusion, 6 times out of 10 were heads. So that gives us the percentage of 60%. So in this one, it's saying we had a 60% chance of getting heads. Ideally, this would be more closer to 50% just because there's only 2 sides to the coin. However, it's kind of random because you're flipping a coin, but not really. Okay, so then we're gonna move on to number of tails flipped out of 10 chances. So this time I'm gonna be keeping track of tails instead of heads. Here we go. Okay, so we got heads, heads, there's 1 tails, another tails, heads, tails, heads, heads, tails, 1 more. Okay, and another heads. So again, weird. I got 4 out of 10 tries for tails, which is really weird the way it worked out so well. Meaning that 40% of the time you could get tails. So then this would be the warm-up for this lesson plan, which we would segue into a seeing how many pairs you could get out of a bag. Ideally, you would have 10 items, of 5 of them being one color and 5 of them being a different color. The students don't know how many things are in the bag or what color they are and all these things. We would just place it in a bag and they would predict and see, like, out of 10, because you're doing 10 tries for these pins. So in the first experiment, what we're gonna do is see how many times we can get the same colored object out of 10 tries. And mind you, in my case, I have 5 red clips and 5 blue clips. So I'm gonna stick those in the bag here. And they're just these little sewing clips. I'm gonna stick them all in the bag here. Kind of shake that bag up, and then you'd pull two. You're not looking in the bag at all. You pull two, and then write down like if you get a pair or not. So like one pair, no pair, everything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right. Okay. So I got a red and a blue. So not a same pair. So we would put 0 for that. Stick it back in the bag. And then try again. Oop, look at that. I got 2 red. So we got 1 there. Stick them back in the bag. Shake it up. Pull it out. Oop, 2 red again. So write that down. Stick it back in the bag. Shake it up. All right, 2 red again. Write that down. Stick it in the bag. Okay. And 2 blue this time. So write that one down. Stick that back in the bag. Okay, so I got a different pair this time, so it doesn't count, but you just write didn't get or 0 pair. Okay, and then I got 2 blue again. So we got that. Okay. And then another 2 blue. Write that down. Okay, and then 2 red. So mark that. And then 2 red again. All right. So out of the 10 tries, 8 of them were 8 out of 10, so 80%, came out as same pairs, which would be a little weird because it's there's 5 of the same colors and 2 sets of the same colors, so 10 altogether. But there's only 4 colors, so there should really only be a 40% chance from each color that you could get the same colored pair. So again, it's just like how it is, like how you're drawing and everything, putting everything back. So in this instance, it was 80%. Okay, so then in the next lesson plan, we would do the same thing, 5 items of one color, 5 items of another color. And then this time you're going to see how often you can get a different pair. So like for this one, it would be 1 red and 1 blue. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, use the same bag, because we already have it in there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, stick my hand in there, pull out 2. Look at that, already got 1 red, 1 blue. So I'm gonna write that down. 1, stick it back in there, shake it up. All right, 1 red, 1 blue. And shake it up. Another 1 red, 1 blue. It's 3 in a row on a roll. Okay, so then we got our first same pair, so counts as not what we're looking for. Our streak's broken. All right, and then see another 0 pair, or not 0 pair, sorry. Doesn't count because it's the same color. So stick it back in there. Okay, got one red, one blue, so we can write that down. All right, stick it back in there. All right, 2 reds, so it doesn't count. Write that down. Get another pair. So 2 reds, doesn't count, but still write it down. 2 more tries. Come on, big money. Just kidding, I don't support gambling as a teacher, so. All right. 1 red, 1 blue, so we count that. And stick it back in the bag. 1 more try. Blow on for luck, just kidding. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, so we got 1 red, 1 blue. So we write that down. So altogether for different pairs, we had 6, so 6 out of 10 tries, meaning 60% of the time we could get different pairs. And so the students would do that. They would be like trying to figure out what they were doing. But how we figured this is you do the results over opportunities and you multiply that times the number of tries that you did. So in turn, that's how we're getting like for instance, when we had the same colored pair, what I got was 80%, and then in the different colored pairs we got 60%. Although ideally for the different colored pairs it would be 50% because you have 5. For me, I had 5 red clips and 5 blue clips. So you should get like 1 pair of each, and that should be like 50% of the time. And of course, it's all kind of random, just especially when you stick it in the bag. But the probability that you should get one in 1 try is 50%. And then just like in the same colored one, so like I said earlier, you have 5 red, 5 blue, but the same color. So there's going to be one color out because to have 2 of the same color has to be an even number. Therefore, you have 5, so only 4 are going to have an even pair, and that's 4 out of 10 colors altogether. So that's 40%. So in that one chance that you're picking that one item, or the one pair, sorry, it's a 40% chance that it'll be a same color. So the same thing goes with the different colored pair. So there's 5 of each color, 10 altogether. So 5 red, 5 blue, 10 altogether. So then that means you will have a 50% chance, because it's 5 out of 10 altogether. 5 out of 10, so 50% chance of being able to get a same ordered pair. And so then with this lesson plan, we would have the students take their notes, their observations and everything, writing down what they got from their experiment. They would present their findings, because also what they would do is predict, like, what's the likelihood that they'll pull a certain color or a certain thing, other color or whatever for the pairs. And they would be able to show their finding. The teachers would explain to them, like, if they're off or on. And of course, it's different because we already know like the math involved, but sometimes they'll be like, oh no, like this is, especially with the same ordered pair, like maybe it's a little confusing for them. Like, why is it 40% when there's 5 of each color? Well, 5's an odd number, so you have to explain to them that it's even numbers, so you have this likelihood of it being like that. And that would conclude the lesson plan. I hope I did a good job. I hope you all are staying safe, and I hope you all have a good day, and I hope you learned something. Have a nice one. See y'all.